Good morning, everyone, and welcome. I want to recognize two of my council colleagues who are here with me today, Council Members Joyce Connors and Rick Jones. And on behalf of my City Council colleagues and City staff, I want to thank you for joining us this morning for this ribbon cutting to acknowledge the completion of Dubuque's first modern traffic roundabout. As you can see, the roundabout has been officially complete and fully operational for several days now. The project was completed ahead of schedule and on budget, and as you can easily see, it is a significant improvement over the previous five-way stop intersection. Traffic is flowing efficiently and safely. Like any new design, system, or design, there's a learning curve, but so far, Dubuque's transition to this new roundabout has been very smooth and well received by the community. We're very optimistic that will continue with the beginning of school tomorrow as parents pass through the roundabout, as motorists and students pass through as pedestrians. I'll take this opportunity to remind everyone of these simple rules. Motorists yield to pedestrians in the crosswalks and yield to traffic in the roundabout. Pedestrians cross at crosswalks only. This is a very busy intersection, which makes it an ideal place for a roundabout, but a difficult place to construct one without a significant disruption to traffic flow and impacts on nearby businesses. Before we hear about the project, I want to thank the nearby businesses for their support of this project and their patience with the process, especially Unity Point Health, Finley Hospital, Clower Optical, Fashion Touch Dry Cleaners, Dubuque Bank and Trust, Holy Trinity Lutheran Church, Hardig Drug, the Grand River Medical Group, Rubik's Coffee, and others. All these businesses were engaged in this project and assisted in our efforts to keep their employees, customers, members, and the public informed on the project and educated about roundabouts. I especially want to thank Holy Trinity Lutheran Church and Hardig Drug for hosting public meetings on the project. I see several representatives of these neighboring businesses and organizations here today, so let's give them all a round of applause, please. Additionally, our partners in the Dubuque Community Schools have been extremely helpful in our efforts to inform their students and families about the roundabout. The city is very grateful to district officials as well as principals and staff of Washington Middle School, Senior High School, and Lincoln Elementary for their assistance. And at this time, I invite City Engineer Gus Sahoyas to briefly summarize the project and acknowledge the individuals involved in making it a reality. Gus?
Thank you, Mayor. The sprinkler systems weren't scheduled to go off right now. I guarantee you that. So, good morning, everybody. I just want to thank the Iowa Department of Transportation, first of all, for making this project possible. Through their safety grant program, a $500,000 grant was awarded to this project. This is a $700,000 plus project, and without their guidance, it would not be possible. So thank you, Ken Ellis and Jim Schnebling, and all the staff from District 6 for making the traffic improvement project possible. Next, I have to thank all the businesses again for working with us on this project with the timetable and constraints that we were under. So again, thank you so much for Finley Hospital, Dubuque Bank and Trust, Clower Optical, Fashion Touch Cleaners, Rubik's Coffee. In addition, I want to thank Dick Hardig from Hardig Drugs and Holy Trinity Lutheran for allowing us to use their public space for information meetings. It was important that we could have these meetings in a close proximity to the roundabout. So thank you very much for all the partners here for making the project possible. Next, I got to thank Portson Construction and all the subs for the wonderful project and meeting the deadline so that we could accommodate the school opening here tomorrow and Finley Hospital's great new ER facility. So thank you, Mike Jr., and everybody from Portson Construction for making this project possible, and it's a wonderful project. Next, I want to thank GHD. I want to thank Mark Lenders and Ben Wilkinson, our roundabout consultants from Madison, Wisconsin. They're here. Would you raise your hand? Mark and Ben. With their guidance and leadership and assistance, the last several months made this project possible. They were here for us for the design process and extensive public engagement. They've been involved in hundreds of roundabouts, and without them, it could never have gone this smoothly. So thank you, Ben, thank you, Mark, and thank you for your team at GHD. Then I also want to thank RDG and Ryan Peterson for the roundabout landscaping. It's going to look wonderful next year when it's completely growing. So thank you, Ryan, for the landscape plan. Then I want to thank Shonda Rivera and his staff at ECIA for helping us on the grant application. It was very important to get this $500,000 grant for the project. I want to thank all the city departments and the school district that took part in the educational process, and the entire city staff, all the different public works department, fire department, everybody participated in the educational process and helped make this project run smoothly. So thanks to all the city departments. And I've got to thank Randy Gale and his staff at Public Information Office for all the public engagement literature, the videos that they made, and all the meetings they attended the last few months. Thank you, Randy. Thank you to his staff. They were great to work with. And then I've got to thank the engineering staff, including Nate Kiefer and John Deans. They're the project engineers on the project, along with our designers, Nate Steffen and Greg Doden. Thank you also to Troy Kress and traffic engineers Dave Ness and Dwayne Richter. And thanks for Jane Smith for working off the public utility companies, making the job run smoothly for them and us. And then finally, I want to thank City Manager Mike Van Milligan and the City Council for their support on the project. And then the last thing I want to say, thank you to the public for their patience. And please remember, slow down and wait for a safe gap. So thank you.
Thank you, Gus. I know that you and your staff are already working on the details for additional roundabouts as part of the plans to implement our east-west corridor study. And we look forward to those plans being finalized and acted upon. As Gus mentioned, the Iowa Department of Transportation was a critical partner in this project, as they are in many of our efforts to improve transportation in Dubuque. Kent Ellis, local systems engineer with the Iowa DOT, was involved in this project and is here today to speak on behalf of the DOT. Kent?
Well, thank you. On behalf of the Iowa Department of Transportation, I'd like to congratulate the City of Dubuque and all their support team for the birth of this new first roundabout. And as with anything that's new, there's a period of getting used to it. I'm a brand new grandfather and there's a new baby in my family, and you got to get used to new things. And just want to let you know that, keep in mind, roundabouts have been proven to reduce severe crashes by over 75%. So that's an excellent benefit for operation and traffic issues, which we look at as your funding partner and are very encouraged with what's happened here today. Also, I want to give some kudos and some thanks to the City of Dubuque and their engineering staff and their design team. We have to remember that funding was only secured just over a year ago, and here we are with a brand new open safety feature. So again, thank you so much and congratulations on such an awesome effort. It does take a team, and we're proud to be part of that team with you. So that's really all I got to say is keep it up, and may there be more. So congratulations.
Thank you. Well, thank you, Kent, and please relay our message of gratitude to Director Trombino and District 6 Engineer Jim Schnebelin and your colleagues. We're pleased to have the Dubuque Area Chamber of Commerce ambassadors with us today. And before we cut the ribbon, we'd like to hear from our Chamber representative, Barry Gentry. Barry?
Good afternoon. What a great day, this Chamber of Commerce weather and all that. I want to thank John and Nate from the city. They came to the Chamber and gave multiple workshops on what not to do and what to do. And I still make fun of the folks walking across, they're supposed to point, right? That still looks funny to me, but I'm going to try that. I actually drove through yesterday, and I did it right, so I was very happy about that. So thank you. Unfortunately and fortunately, a lot of times when you do things progressive, you get a lot of complaints and a lot of what-ifs and what may happens. But thank the city of Dubuque for making sure that we are all informed, and what a great, great thing it is for our cities. So on behalf of the Chamber and the Chamber ambassadors, I want to invite Nelson Claviter up. We have a little token to offer to the mayor.
Thank you, Barry. On behalf of the Dubuque Area Chamber of Commerce and the Dubuque ambassadors, I'd like to present this to Mayor Roy Buell. On the occasion of the ribbon cutting, we congratulate you, and we look forward to doing this again.
Well, thank you very much.
You bet, Barry.
Thank you. Thank you for that, Nelson. And thank you to all of you for joining us today. And at this time, I invite all those involved in the project to join me and my City Council colleagues for our ribbon cutting.